Hey guys, welcome back to Drive It Out. Today we are at the 2020 KC International Auto Show, and I am super excited to be standing next to this Challenger SRT Hellcat Redeye. This is a wide body edition, and it's got the 6.2 liter supercharged V8 under there, making nearly 800 horsepower. It's a serious machine. So come on and get a little closer, check this out with me. I want to first point out this, I have to my front, this is my favorite feature about the car. If you can see here within the halo lights, the headlights, there's intakes here for the supercharger on both sides, and they have the Hellcat logo inside, and that's just cool. So you've got the functional vents here on the hood. I'm actually digging this color. It's kind of a subtle color for this car. This is a very loud car, but it actually looks really good and not in a loud color. So I'm liking this gray with the black wheels, very cool. And this is one of the best logos in the biz, that Hellcat logo. It's just mean looking. Love the look of it. And they've kept the side of this car clean. It kind of pays tribute to the muscle car era, like in the late 60s, early 70s. And of all the muscle cars coming out of America, this is probably the one that sticks to that heritage the most. You know, lots of power, really big, really wide, just take off and go. You know, it looks so much like the cars from the 60s and the 70s still, but yet it's so updated, so new looking. It's just so cool. So as you come on down here, you got this nice clean lines, and the profile of the car is what this is all about. Just the stance of the car. It's not super busy on the side. It's just all about the stance of this car. And look at these big wheels and tires you've got here in the back, and the way the car just has that downward look, and it's just ready to rock and roll. You feel like when you hit the gas on this thing, you're just gonna point the nose straight up to the sky. Come on all the way around here in the back. You can really get a good look what's going on back here. Beautiful LED taillights, some of the most crisp looking, clean looking LED lights in the biz. You got your backup camera here on the big spoiler and the Dodge script right here. The car means business, you know it does. You've got these really cool, really big tailpipes here in the back. You know this thing sounds good when you fire it up. That's where the noise is coming out of. But let's check out the inside of this car. So, true muscle car here, right? You've got seats in the back. You can fit your buddies back there, and you've got these really comfortable seats. I tell you, you could really road trip in this car all day, have fun in it, and you're never gonna feel like you are in a lot of sports cars where you're just like, man, I gotta get out of here and I gotta stretch. You know, you're gonna be comfortable in this thing for a long time, and you just run this thing down the road and it just eats up highway. That's what it does. So I like the dark colored interior, the gray on the black. Again, the subtleness of this car, but done so well. It looks so nice and clean. You get in here and you've got a beautiful big display here and a nice digital display in the middle of your gauges up here, but you still have really cool analog gauges that again really look like the gauges of the muscle cars of the late 60s and the early 70s. So now this has the 8-speed automatic transmission, and you get your hands up here, you've got the paddle shifters you can use, and the steering wheel is actually, I think, a really nice shape. It's not super flat on the bottom, but it's kind of got this, you know, these edges here on the side and on the bottom are just a little flat, and it gives it kind of that perfect grip in your hands just to hang on for dear life when you mash the gas in this thing. And you've got good paddles up here. I like the placement. There are some paddles here are just kind of a little low. These are right between 9 and 3 and 10 and 2, where you could really get good grip on them, and I think that's just about the perfect spot. But this car is all about the power experience. So you get in it, you load up, you're locked into the seat, you're comfortable, you feel good, and at any moment, you're just gonna take off, and you gotta be careful because you'll be in triple digits before you know it without even thinking. Like I said, 797 horsepower in this car, and they've kept everything simple in here. This car is about one thing. You get in it, you cruise in it, And at any moment in time, people know that that thing is a rocket. It's just gonna take off. But they do have a cool setup in here for your climate control and your stereo. And you've got this cool trim piece in here. It's not super bright, gaudy, in your face chrome, but it's this nice gray mesh trim in here, and it actually looks really nice. You can see how the center is kind of leans, everything is focused toward the driver, because the driver is the one that needs to be able to hang on to this power, do things over here. Very nice. So you've got the touch screen as well as a good set of buttons. So if you're looking to conquer the world, this may be your vehicle. I mean, almost 800 horsepower. It's just enough said. What else you say about the car? You know, if all you care about is power, but you're like, hey, I want to be comfortable too. I want to be able to daily drive something that with tons and tons of power. Here's your car. Now, the sticker on this car is nearly $90,000, but if you've got the means and what you're after is horsepower, this is exactly where you go. So nothing else does horsepower the way that a Hellcat does. It's just, it's only focus, and you get in this car and you feel it and you can tell instantly, and it's just a lot of fun. So if you're looking for an experience like this, you're gonna find it hard to get anywhere better than right here in this seat. So if you enjoy this review, if you like cars like this really awesome muscle car, please hit the subscribe button down below this video, and thank you for watching us here on Drive It Out.